What's good, family? Desires Energy is back. Kids, I'm getting tired of telling y'all don't smoke that crack. I just got done tasting something that makes me feel addicted, man. We're here. We're in Dean's. It's a pizzeria, man, but they got chicken, pasta, they got Philly steaks, everything else in between. And I'm here with the big homie, man. He bought us in like the Godfather, man. They fed us, did everything else, man. Introduce yourself to the people, brother.
Be it so, homie Lee, man. How y'all doing out there, man?
I know y'all see somebody on the other side of them. Introduce yourself, Vo. Tell them.
Man, y'all already know it's your boy Vo, and I'm back in the cut with Desires Energy, man. We had to come over here and show some love at Dean's Houston, bro. Man, they came in here, they showed love at an event, man, and they told us they wanted to hop on the podcast, so we told them we on the way. That's simple.
I'm gonna get quick with it, man. First question. We actually want to know your life story, brother, because this man has a very interesting, but more importantly, a heartfelt story, man. A lot of things that's going on in his life, a lot of experiences he's had. So we want to just give a rundown. You don't got to go too deep because it might be too deep for our viewers, but, just give us a light rundown of, how you grew up and how did you get to the point you're at now.
Yeah, man. So check it out, man. I come from the nowhere side of Houston, man, Spring Branch. I went to Springwoods High School on Hammerly and Gessner, man, graduated school. But before that, man, I was in that street life, and the gangs and doing the wrong things and choosing the people. I can't say that was wrong because every decision I made it on my own. So, I can't just point the fingers at who was right and who was wrong. But I remember, man, messing up and my grandmother telling me, man, like, why do I keep messing up? And I made an excuse, man, and my excuse was not having my mother and never knowing my father. And she used to tell me, man, like, hey, but who's here for you now? And, like, at first I wasn't, catching the concept, man, and then she started going down, like, who put this roof on your head? Who got clothes on your back? Who got food on your table? Then it started making sense to me, man, and, I start going to school and getting it in, and, I was still a fool, man. I still was going to the streets and get caught up with the guys, but I finished school, though.
I got to ask this, man, because we have a very youthful fan base, like a lot of college students, high school. So from your experience, what would you say was the most addicting thing about that lifestyle? Because, like you said, you had other influences as well. But what would you say about it that brought you where it felt like? Because a lot of people feel the same way. So I just have to keep doing it, like, until a certain point. So what was addicting about it? So some young man, a young lady listening can know, like, okay, what to watch out for.
So, man, the addiction was just feeling loved and embraced, man. I'm not saying I didn't get that at home, but my grandmother, she was playing a role as a mother and father. And I needed more, man. And the addiction came in when I just got a bunch around another lot of knuckleheads like me, man, and that embraced me and didn't even judge my mistakes. And, and they accepted my flaws, man, and I loved that, man, and I ain't look back, man. This was my family. Though I had my grandmother, this was my family also,
I got one question for you. You did say you graduated high school, so there's a lot of people that's dropping out of high school. You know what I'm saying? And they don't understand the simple fact of school is more important than anything. So you mind explaining why you just didn't drop out of high school and keep gangbanging? You know what I'm saying? What influenced you to just, hey, no, I'm gonna get my education first before I leave?
So where that came in about, man, was, I was seeing all my friends not going anywhere, and some of them were already dropouts. And I just hated that wake up and, like, we was in poverty, man, and my grandmother tried to give me the best and make the best with everything we got, and it was just a dream, man, that I wanted to turn into reality, that, if I finish this school, man, maybe there's something greater after this, and I could take her from here and we ain't got to never look back or worry about this. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I was so determined to finish school, because so many people counted me out and I couldn't let them win, man. You know what I'm saying?
How did the brand, the people, the one and only BSO get started, bruh? How did y'all? What was the steps? How did y'all get there, man? Like,
So, so man, BSO came about, man. It was way before me, man. And you know, I had a job. My Kroger's was my first job at 16, and I used to work the parking lots. You know, pick the baskets and bring them back in. And one day, man, I was out there cleaning the oil stain, and my boss came out and he started chopping me up. But my grandmother always told me, man, you gotta just, when there's a higher authority, man, just, you know, that's just taking care of you and paying your money, you must, you know, obey, you know what I'm saying? So that kicked in, and there was a dude that owned a beauty supply store, man. He was seeing my manager chop me up, and he came out and he was like, man, the dude, he's doing what you telling him, man, and you still trying to talk down on him, man. Like, he's cool. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to do all that, man. He's probably young anyways. And from that day, I met my brother Mike. He just started embracing me and started feeling me, and I didn't know he was a producer too, and he was involved in music. And I will always see posters of BSO presents all these openings that they were doing, and I asked about it, and he was like, man, this is what I do. And I said, man, I got a CD that I made off my computer, man. You know, it's not the best quality. And he was like, look, man, hey, after work, come back over here, man. I'm going to drive you to your house, and we're going to get that CD. And from that CD, man, I played it. And, you know, the CD was on a lot of set tripping, gang banging stuff, man, in my hood. And he was like, man, we can work with that, man. He said, I'm going to give you a chance, bro. And ever since then, man, like, we ain't never turned back, you know. And that's how BSO got, you know, came about to me. Like I said, it was already doing this thing before me. I just came and just made it a whole, you know what I'm saying?
here's another thing, man. So, what is BSO? For all those people that don't know what BSO is, man, what are y'all like? What do y'all do? How do y'all influence the community? Like, what businesses do y'all own? Like, who are y'all as a people? You know what I mean?
I own my first power wash company, man, my LLC, Champions of Power Wash. And, you know, I'm thankful to say, man, that it's been a journey, man, to get there. But along the way, you know, I taught myself a lot of things. And then, you know, my brothers and them, they got multiple businesses that keep them successful. You know, they have struggles, you know, and like any other business. But you know what? The outstanding part is that, you know, striving because, you know, we came from nothing. And to get somewhere, you got to go through something. But once you go through it, it becomes easy, man. You know, yeah, it becomes easy, man. And it's just a lot to say. A lot of businesses out here that's really going on and happening, man. You know, and just me, I'm just one of the first starters. You know, like I said, BSO. When I came out of incarceration, you know, the name changed because when I was young, we was blunt smoking oil. You know, but you are, you know, the words you put out there, that's the energy you put out there. So we not that. I'm not that, and I'm not gonna portray that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no blood smoking oil no more. And I came home, and it was BSO Social Club. And like I said, man, we're a cannabis brand, and I just stuck with the name still, BSO Homer League. That's how it came about, you know. So, because, you know, it was Homer Lee, because that's what my grandmother gave me, you know, Homer being my first name, Lee being my middle name. And she used to always say Homer Lee, and it stuck with me, man, in the streets, in school, in the penitentiary, you know.
So, man, given the things that you've been through, where does your drive come from? Because a lot of people would give up in a lot of instances, you know, with the you talked about how everyone has to go through something, but most people they let those things stop them from trying, let alone I would say succeeding in starting a business and creating these groups and stuff that are able to help impact the community. So, just given your background and the things you've went through, how do you like? Where does your drive come from? Do you have you always had that drive, or was it something that you found later on?
Drive, man, came from when I was younger, man, and my drive was my grandmother. That was my foundation. That was my rock. That's everything I stand on, man. And when I made it throughout my time, that's all I thought about. That's all I prayed about. Let me make it home to her. And I'm going to give up a lot of ways, man. And people didn't believe me that I was going to give up smoking and everything, man, just so I could still have a few more years with my grandmother. And then God allowed me to have them beautiful years with her too. He called her, and you know what I'm saying? And the drive, I wasn't weak-minded. To think like I lost my loved one, it's over with. It ain't no more for me. When I lost her, that became my strength. That became my energy. That became my motivation. That became a double stone, a double sword. And I had to go harder. I had to grind harder. And if I helped anybody that I didn't help when my grandmother was alive, it's because I helped them now. It's because I thought about my grandmother. You know what I'm saying? And that's the only way that I was able to help people, bro.
I like what you just said, brother, because you just pointed out this is a key thing I spoke about before. Was like you used it as motivation. The setbacks, the obstacles that you went through, most people don't do it. I think that's what separates the winners from the losers. It's the people that everybody's gonna have problems at some point, but the ones who look at it as the obstacles as motivation, those are the ones that actually break through and are able to keep functioning at a high level. More importantly, keep on progressing in life. So you saying that just kind of reinforced what I've already been telling them. It's like everything you go through, negative or positive, if it's positive, that's great. If it's negative, use it as motivation to make it great.
We had met some kids the other day, and their grandmama told us they don't listen to her or her or their mother. You know what I mean? So with that being said, how you have such a close bond with your grandma, and how do you feel about those free lessons, that free knowledge that she gave you as a younger kid? How are they coming about? How is all that knowledge coming around to you
My
now?
grandmother installed into me, man. She always reminded me, that she wasn't gonna be here forever, and learn to obey because when I'm gone, you're gonna miss me, and you're gonna wish you could have did it all over again. But guess what? You can't do it over again because she's gone. It ain't no coming back. And there's a song that I ain't put out yet, man, but I wrote in this song, and the song was like, you taught me everything, but you didn't teach me how to prepare myself for when I would lose you. So that was deep. You know what I'm saying? Like they teach you everything in the world, man. How to use the restroom, how to cook, how to wash, how to clean, how to respect, each other. How to survive, man. But that's the thing that she didn't teach me, how to make it and how to deal with it when she's no longer here. You know what I'm saying?
With that being said, how would you suggest a parent or a guardian prepare their children for that day? Because like it's coming for everybody at some point. So, is there anything you think that would be a good thing to do that parents should do, or anybody that's like raising a child, to where not just preparing them for life, but preparing them for life without the parent there or anybody there to take care of them?
Some people just gotta just figure it out on their own, man. And I hate to say that, See, look, my grandmother taught me. She said it's okay to be a follower. You know what I'm saying? But it's who you follow. And if you're a leader, it's gonna stand out, and, and people gonna know you're a leader. You know what I'm saying? But a follower is as great as a leader It just depends on who he's following. So don't ever think that because you're a follower that you lesser. But some people are just gonna have to figure it out on their own, man. And I want to tell y'all, man, that if y'all have your parents, man, enjoy them, man, love them, because I promise you, man, when they're not there no more, you're gonna wish, man, that you could do it all over again. And it just that question right there is hard for me, man, because I wish I could tell y'all more, but you just gonna have to fall and get back up. You know what I'm saying?
So I wanted to ask this, man, because you mentioned energy multiple times, and you've already indirectly answered the question, but I'm gonna ask it anyways. What does desires energy mean to you? When you hear that phrase, what goes through your mind?
So, man, I was thinking about this all, you know, since we met, brother. You feel me, man? I was thinking about this desire as energy, man, and first and foremost, man, to me, it meant an opportunity. It meant a chance, to reach out and to give out what I want back. Because they say if you what you put into this world is what you're gonna get back. That what desire is energy to me, man. An opportunity and the chance, man, and what you put into this world, man, is what you're gonna get back.
You said you've been thinking about that question since we first met. So I remember, man, when we first met, it was you said it was your first performance, right? So as an artist, as an up and coming artist, as somebody that's actually striving to get to that level, for those kids who don't know how or don't want to fulfill their desires, or don't have enough energy, as we say, to fulfill their desire of becoming a rapper, a singer, an artist, a partner, or something like that, how would you say for them to change around, man? Like, maybe they don't have the people, nobody to back them up on that grounds like you do. You know what I'm saying? I see you got your family. Your family always there for you. I ain't never seen nobody roll that deep just for one person. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? They riding for you, man. So what would you say for those people that doesn't have that? How can they keep on pushing forward?
Just look around you, man, and s- embrace what's good and embrace what's bad, and let that push you, man, to keep going. Like just take a look in the mirror and ask yourself this: Who are you? Who are you? Are you me? Are you him? Are you you? And man, that's a tough question because my journey is different, man. I had to figure out a lot of things, but I ain't never stop asking though. Ask questions, ask people. If you need help, ask for help. Don't never feel like you ain't too good to ask for help, bro, or you think it's a handout, man. Because you never know where your blessings gonna come from. You never know who's gonna bless you or who's gonna help you in the moment. My blessings came from people that weren't blood, and that right there showed me. We ain't come from the same mother, but we came from the same struggle. And sometimes, man, I think we just get too caught up and just forget about the help that we need, and we don't want to ask it because we're too prideful to ask for that help. But you don't ask for it, you ain't gonna get it.
So I'm curious about this, man. Well, I just made a post recently. The topic was leadership, and you've been a leader. You are a leader. So the question is, what do you believe is the most important trait for a leader to have?
Guidance, guidance, man. If you got guidance, you're gonna do it all. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta have the right guidance, because anybody can fool you, man, and tell you that. See, you got different type of leaders. You got world leaders, you got street leaders, you got, politic leaders, man. You got leaders in everything. It's just on what they lead and guide you with. If they got guidance and you see its potential to grow, that's where you go, man. If I continue to go to a restroom where it smells at, because I see this one dude go, man, then man, you're going to get tired of that smell, and because it ain't good, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's foul, man. So you see goodness in someone and they going somewhere, that's God to follow them, you know what I'm saying? Even if it helps get you where you need to go to in life, but be appreciative and be thankful. Don't never do nothing out of snakeness because it'll catch up with you.
So I want to play it to the future a little bit. What is your desires in the next 5 to 10 years? Like, what do you hope to accomplish? Because you've already came from a long way. So in the next 5 to 10, like, what are you hoping personally and professionally? What are you hoping to accomplish desire wise?
Desires, man. Thank God that I'm still here, That's one of them that, I'm here in 5 years, man, to be able to provide for everybody that's been in my path that God helped me to cross, And second, to teach the world, man, and inspire the world, If I can inspire one person, man, I'll be happy to be done with everything, and just to say that I changed one life will mean a lot to me. And to know that, hey, man, I made a difference in somebody's life, you know what I'm saying?
Understand 100%. Because when I first started the brand, it started off out of curiosity more than anything. So it wasn't some noble cause like, oh, I wanted to change the world and things like that. But as I went along, as I met more and more people, it started to kind of ship shape or take form into another route. And recently, we actually just did some charitable things. Right, we gave water bottles and pizza to the homeless, and it wasn't even my idea. Shout out to Breadwinner Save, but basically, we went out there, and I noticed it was a strange feeling. It was a good feeling that I didn't even think I would have. Cause I'm thinking like, okay, I'm just we doing this. Yeah, this is great, whatever. But as I was doing it, it was it was almost like it was what humans are supposed to do. Because having riches, having everything to yourself, it might be pleasurable in the moment, but there's no long-term happiness in that. So when you're talking about making an impact on just one person, that feeling is something about that I think is just innate, where that's where true happiness comes from, is one's ability to positively affect others,
Yeah, like my brother was saying, man, like with giving back to the community, man. We it's just taking another shape and form with the brand. Future, man. I'm planning on doing this for Easter. I love for my boy home to come out there for us too. We doing me and my church. We're gonna do a Easter egg hunt, a carnival, and a theater act play for the kids. You know what I'm saying? And I'm bringing me and my boys from Desires Energy, man. We gonna come out there. We gonna show a little love towards the kids, and we gonna see what we can do, man. We gonna have fun with them because at the end of the day, it's a lot of people that goes through a lot of things, and sometimes they just need that little push. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember, Homer was telling me, man, he came out of jail. He said he wasn't gonna rap no more. You know what I'm saying? But everybody heard him. He told me everybody gave him that push. So this is gonna lead into my question. Your rap style, you know, it's more of a storyteller. It's an old school mixed with a new school flow, but you're telling a story. And every song that I done heard from you, man, you told your story, who you are. You gave a piece of you in that, like you left a legacy in that. What made you become that type of rapper?
And that rapper right there, man, that wasn't created overnight. Man, I went in the highs and the lows, sleeping in the car, man, being in the streets by choice. But all them choices, man, I had to live with it, and I had to tough it up and I had to make it out. And, even through them times, I ain't know where I was going. I know I was meant for something, destined for something, where I was heading, but like I always told my grandmother that, probably prison saved my life. And even through there was a story, man, because, even I was fighting all these years, man, and to make it home to her, and it was a wonderful thing to be able to have come home and still be lost I was screaming free world, and I, w- I was trapped. And some people, we out here in the free world now, and we still trapped, and we still confined, and that's why we're not able to expand. And I remember one day, one of my friends told me since I've been home, he said, Homie Lee, you smile too much. He said, yeah, man, because I've been through too much. You know what I'm saying? I've been through too much. And that might have went over a lot of people's heads, man, but when you come from that fire, man, bro, it's a beautiful thing. And, I told him, man, that my smile is, when you see me smile, it's because I'm thanking God for everything he brought me out of. That's my smile, you know what I'm saying?
Another thing, brother. So on the back of our shirts, what we have a verse, right? It's Psalms 37:4. It says, "Delight yourself in the Lord, and He'll give you the desires of your heart." See, I want to know to you, man, when you hear that verse, what does it say? It sounds like it's saying to you. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people can take it into a different way. God speaks to people differently. So what does Psalms 37:4? Delight yourself in the Lord, and He'll give you the desires of your heart. Psalms. You know what I mean? What does that mean?
It's like, as long as, even though I do bad or good, but I my heart, my intentions are righteous, and I know that there's a God, and I believe in Jesus Christ, man, and just it just whatever I do, it says all things work together for the good, yeah, for those that love God, man, and my understanding of that was it don't matter what you've been through, if you cry out, man, and you seek it, God's gonna give it to you because He know your heart. He know your heart. He know your intentions, man. You don't want to do bad, but you got to do bad because if I don't go in here and steal some, what I'm gonna eat tonight? You know what I'm saying? But I don't hurt nobody though. But I just stole. I said, Lord, just let me steal this right here. You know what I'm saying? I'm hungry, man. But I'm not gonna hurt nobody though. He know my heart, man. You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm not trying to cause harm to nobody, but I'm hungry, and nobody trying to feed me. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if I cry out to him, I think he'll overlook that because he know my desires, man. It ain't to hurt no one or to inflict harm to no one, but I'm hungry though. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, you gave the most authentic answer. That's what matters. I want to know. This one is more just a therapy psychology type question. But what would you say is the biggest obstacle for most people? And going from your experiences. Is it mental or is it physical? Like throughout your life, when you think of all the things you've been through, all the altercations, all the situations, would you say that the mental obstacles were greater or the physical obstacles?
Okay. I'm gonna say the physical, man, because I had uncles and I had aunts, and I was my grandmother's favorite, and by being my grandmother's favorite, I used to get treated wrongfully, you know, and they taught you, man, when we whoop you, we love you. So that's what I thought growing up, that hands had to be put on me in order to be loved. So that's all I knew was tough love. I didn't understand a hug, or I didn't understand a kiss, or Papi, hey, thank you or appreciate you. I always thought, me getting whooped, meant that, hey, they love me, you know what I'm saying? And maybe my thinking's wrong, bro. Even when I was locked up, my homeboys couldn't come at me with no softness. They had to come guerrilla style, bro, because I didn't understand, you know, a pat on my back, you know what I'm saying? Now that right there I knew was love, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how my mind was, like, that's how I grew, you know what I'm saying? But, man, mentally was that cell. Being in that cell was a fight, was a battle. Because, I had seen Sally's, I had neighbors, 2-year sentence, man, commit suicide. And it wasn't about physical, it was about mentally. You know what I'm saying? When you fight that battle, man, then you come battle with me. Because Anybody can win physically, man, but mentally, you know what I'm saying? That's a challenge right there, man.
What is one piece of advice that I'm gonna give a specific scenario? You got a young kid, he's 16, 17 right now. Obviously, he lives inside a certain type of area where a lot of his friends, they involved in like a lot of activities that's not exactly that productive, right? Um, he has a good background. He has a decent family background, right? Maybe he has his mom or his grandmother inside his life, but he's still searching for that feeling of belonging, especially because as a young man you definitely want to have some other male influences as well. So if he doesn't have that father or grandfather in the house, what advice do you have for him? Like, and right now he's being tempted to go hang out with his friends or these different gangs and stuff because they are giving him that sense of belonging that he's searching for, like that masculine guidance that he's searching for.
Man, I have to think on that one, man. I say that, man, because, you know, sometimes I found my comforter with my homeboys, you know what I'm saying? But I also learned my hardest lessons with my homeboys, you know what I'm saying? And it goes back to the beginning when I said sometimes we just gonna have to figure it out on our own and touch that flow. But in the process, I just hope, that God will spare us because some people ain't fortunate to make it out of that situation, you know what I'm saying? And as a parent, man, like me, I got a son, he's 19, and right now his girls are his thing, and he's fighting in school behind females, and I try to tell him, man, like, what you want to do, you know what I'm saying? You want to keep doing that because you showing me that you don't appreciate it. You don't appreciate school, man. So you might as well get your GED if that's how you feel. So sometimes it's a mind thing, when they say reverse psychology, you know what I'm saying? So it's just only a mentally thing, man, because I already showed them a soft love, but now I got to show them a tough love. And I have to fall back and take things back. And he sees it now, and then he's starting to get the concept of it like, dang. And I always tell him, man, if I didn't love you, bro, that I want to do this for you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, I would sacrifice all this for you, man. And that's right, brother. You know what I'm saying? And I tell you got to value that right there. Look at that right there, man. So what I would tell that kid is look around you. Look around you. And you see everything that's around you is for you. And what we went through, so you won't have to go through it. But again, there's always out there, man, and you can always learn. And I promise you, man, it's gonna hurt when you out there, man, and now you running back to mom and dad, bro, and guess what? Because they love you dearly, they're gonna take you back. That's what the messed up part is. They're gonna take you back, bro. I'm in front of the judge facing life in the courtroom, and my grandmother's telling the judge I ain't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? And she's still fighting for me. So, man, kids, if y'all got a good household, y'all got a good mom and pops, man, that sacrifice everything so y'all can have everything, enjoy that, embrace that, man, and love them because they came where you trying to go. They made it where you trying to go to. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna put it like
Always
this.
had me, man.
On that same to play off of what my boy said, man. For real, you got some mamas that's gonna take their kid back. Some mamas that's gonna tell you get it on your own. Some mamas that's gonna help you, but you still gotta do it on your own. And man, some mamas gonna send you to jail. You know what I'm saying? But Mark. So like he said, you know what I'm saying? Just to play off of it, man. Like you said, you told your son, "Hey, if I ain't love you, I wouldn't be here right now." so 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 look, For man, like y'all, most kids gotta understand that y'all family, the people who's around you. This go for the unborn kids and the kids that's born, man. Whoever's around you love you, man. Who's ever dealing with your BS right now loves you dearly, bro. Because I promise you, man, they wouldn't be here right now if they didn't care. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna ask you this question, man. I'm gonna give you a scenario too. So, say for instance, man, your son, right? He goes to the military. He comes home. He's live with a female. The female end up putting him out the house, send him to a mental hospital, right? But how would you feel if your son came to you, went to his mother first, right? His mama said, "Nah, you can't come here. My girl or my husband doesn't want you here," right? How would you feel about that situation?
I'm gonna do what a father do, what any father that I hope would do. You know what I'm saying? And hey, come stay with me, but we finna get it straight right now, man. You gotta be looking for a job. You gotta get it at the end of the month. You gotta pay your dues. You know, ain't nothing changed. You gotta work for yours, man. I've been working for mine, bro. Even when I was incarcerated, man, I worked for free. So to come home and just to work for $1 is a blessing, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I'm saying this to everybody, man, that's out there. If your parents take you back, prove to them, man, that you're better. Prove to them that you're trying to go farther in life. Cause everybody said I wasn't gonna be nothing, bro. They counted me out when I was a baby. My grandmother told me a story. She said that my cousin's grandmother told my grandmother that when they get older, that I was gonna be the one to go to jail. And my grandmother slapped her, bro, for saying that. And we talked about this later, man, when I was incarcerated and my grandmother came and seen me, and we talked about that story. And I told my grandmother, and I said, man, that lady was right. You know what I'm saying? I said, but just know this, though. Like, I'm going to make you proud, though. Watch me. Even though you see me right here, right now, man, watch me, man. Bro, from the street to the institution, bro, Homer Lee was my street name, my penitentiary name, and my name now, you know what I'm saying? And my name is a good name, bro. And just my name, bro, stand on everything, you know? And I remember my boy telling me, he was like, Homer Lee, man, if you drop a clothes brand, bro, that's gonna sell. If you do this, that's gonna sell. And I said, why you think like that, bro? He said, bro, because everybody love you here, bro. And, my grandmother blessed me, bro. When I was young, she said, Papi, because she'll talk Spanish to me, and she'll tell me, she said, you're going to be fortunate for everybody around you. There's going to come a time where you're not going to be fortunate for yourself, but everybody around you is going to be your blessing, and they're going to have to help you. Because of you, everything for them is going to be good for them. You know what I'm saying? I never understood that, bro, till as I got older, until I'm at where I'm at now. And my brother Ali, my brother Mike, all my brothers, bro, that I call my brothers, man. Everybody's got something going, and they're going somewhere, bro. And to believe it or not, I'm running this race in last place, but I don't even look at last place. I look at the race that I'm in it. That's what people forget to realize. Even though you're in last place, guess what? You still in the race, though. You know what I'm saying? So be grateful, bro. You know what I'm saying?
For I see how you say, man, you got your brothers, man, right? Most kids don't know how to dispute between the friends that they have now. They don't understand that most friends that you have now, you won't have after high school, after middle school, after elementary. You know what I'm saying? So how could they tell the difference from the friends that they are able to call their brothers? You know, they're sisters. You know what I'm saying? What does that look like in a person that you see?
That's how I distinguish my friends, man, and know who my sisters are. They support me. They get on me when I'm doing wrong. When I make a mistake, they forgive me. You know, they tell me they love me. They check on me. If I'm struggling, they're there to lift me. If I need somebody to be there, they embrace me. You know, and all this is gonna look is gonna look like many forms, man. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna come in many forms, man. But if someone's correcting you, doesn't mean they're hating on you. It's just they might be telling you I love you, but just in a different way. You know what I'm saying? And you can't look at everything like there were these guys, man, that just recently went to my brother's coffee shop. You know, I influenced these young brothers, man, and that's why they were there. Do a little video shoot or whatever, brother. You know what I'm saying? But there was a worker that works there, man, and you know, remember earlier I was telling y'all about, you know, you just can't be there to be there, you know, because you'll be taking up space for other people that's really shopping there. And they went there, bro, and they weren't buying nothing or whatever, how the story go. But the story came back that it ended up, you know, to the young brothers feeling like they were being racially profiled. And it wasn't like that. So, you know, some people are blunt on how they come at you, man. Just because they're being blunt, don't take them as racism. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know, man, this dude been in the military. You know what I'm saying? The military, you have a different mindset, bro. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, my brother ain't perfect. We go through the same thing, bro. When I met him, you know, I thought the same way, but it was just, bro, I thought prison was messed up, but military was messed up bad, bro. You hear me? So, anyways, man, you know, we talked and everything was shut down, but I always thought this, bro, like if if I show you love, you know what I'm saying? You can't dictate my actions, bro, on my brother. And you can't judge me off my brother. And because if you mess up for desire, bro, I'm not gonna get online and bash your name because, man, Mark is a real good, genuine dude, bro. You know what I'm saying? Now I'll call you up and be like, bro, why you felt like that, man? But you know, hey, everybody ain't me, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm the realest individual in the world, bro, but I'm humble, bro. I'm humble, man. And I just look at things like this, bro. Them dudes told me they love me, they look up to me, and they respect me. But at the end of the day, bro, when you bash him, you didn't bash him as an individual. You bashed him as a whole, as far as the whole BSO. And he don't rep the whole BSO. You know what I'm saying? It's 7 original BSOs. You feel me, bro? So don't judge me on my brother's mistake or what you took it as.
I'm gonna let this be one of the last questions, brother. I want to ask this: how important is honor? Like honoring your word, being a man of honor.
Man, look, honoring your word, you know, bro, I stand on word, man. I give you my word, I'm there, man. Word means everything to me. I'm gonna tell you one thing. You could buy anything in the world, but once it's gone, it's gone. Honor, respect, love, loyalty, you can't buy these traits. This is in you. And once you lose everything around you, man, you still want to be valuable. You still want to be honorable. You still want to be trustworthy. You still want to be loved. You know what I'm saying? Because these are things that's priceless, man. If you ain't got this, don't, bro, your fancy car can't impress me, bro, because that car ain't going to last you 2 years. But your reputation is forever, bro. But now check this out. One thing I learned, it takes forever to build a reputation. But I promise you, bro, it takes only 2 seconds, maybe less than that, .5, to ruin your reputation. And stand on your word, man. If you can't stand on your word, communicate. You've been communicating with me since we had this going, man. That's all I ask is communicate. If I don't communicate, I'm human. I mess up sometimes, bro. Hey, bro, I apologize, man. I ain't let you know I wasn't gonna be there at the stove. I know y'all wasted y'all gas coming all the way up there. Hey, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it up to you, man. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna always get you before then, so you ain't gotta just. You get what I'm saying, bro? You gotta be thoughtful of people, bro, because the time that y'all coming to give me, I know y'all missing out being with y'all families, bro. Or other things y'all could be doing than just being here with me, listening to my life. You feel me?
Listen, that's one of the last questions. But look, homie, man, it's been a blessing having you around us, man. Man, you listening to your life story, man. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna end this off for the one time, because y'all might not see me for the longest. So I'm gonna make y'all remember this. So what we gonna do is, homie, for the one time for the podcast, there's two rappers, man, that's in the cut. Man, we gonna do bar for like this till 2 minutes. Set the timer, Mark. 2 minute bar for bar.
Let's go.
Man, it's that one time for the one time, man.
One
Homie,
time, man. You know how we do it, man. Desire is energy, man. I done weathered the storm. Huh? Yeah, man. Yeah. I made it out that mud. When I died, that mud that I will go back to, huh? But I made it home. Hear my struggle. Hear my story. I'm home. Huh? Now it's time to get it on. Every day was a challenge, but I never wasted. I'm still sitting here, thank you, Lord, cause I'm grace. Amazing grace. Grandma know you in your place. Huh? Watching smiling down, I can see your face. Every day ain't been an easy day. Been a struggle, but I'm still here. They gon' feel my pain. Got desire in the house. They gon' feel us, man. On this podcast, they gon' hear us, man.
We gonna hear him, this is facts, man. We gonna hear him speak the facts, count these racks, man. We blowing up and all I'm telling, speaking facts, man. From Houston, Texas, all these men is speaking facts, man. Keep it all a stack, man. Chasing after bags, counting all this cash, man. Let me tell you last, speaking with this brand. Psalms 37 and 4, and that's my plan. D.I.E. the man.
Huh? You hear my boy the man, but I had a game plan, came back home, shook the sand. They ain't believe me, man. I made a promise to my grandma, I'ma win. Huh? Yeah. From the hood though, I'm getting good though. Tell my mama, I really love you though. We go through hard times, no, it ain't no fine wine. I'm still sitting here, never talking down, Made it out that mud, out the struggle. You know me, they still call me Big Pun, Of the South, put it on for Texas. Raise your hands, homie. We never plexing. You know, we staying high. You know, we in the sky. We saying chunk and deuce. You know it's flying by. We got wishes and we got dreams too. But our goal is to reach all the children too. Yeah. See, we done been through something over here, man. If y'all ain't feel us then, y'all gonna feel us now, man.
That's straight facts, man. That's facts, man. You really can't, man. That's like he ended it off. But I'm gonna go start it back. We finna count these racks. We finna tell it we speaking facts. We finna get it, I'm telling people. Don't you know, man, how I'm feeling, Retha? I'ma tell people where I'm real lethal. I'ma tell man, watch me go and get it. All my family, they say they banging. But I'm following all God now. Following all of his plans now. Reading, Lord, let me tell you now. Well, he spoke to me. He said, man, I'm gonna take your cousin. It's the plan now. He gonna make me get it. He gonna make me a man now. Family ain't got my back. That's okay. I'ma go and count these racks. Spit this K. But man, for real, man, it's Homer. Home Elite, man. BSO Home Elite, man. And Lil Vo, man, we had to give y'all something for the podcast. We gonna end this out. So, man, once I say, man, you get that desire, man, you must say you got to get that energy, put that work into it. All right, man. Y'all ready?
To the top, man. Y'all check me out, man, on all platforms, man. You know, it's really going down, baby. Straight up. Snapchat, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Please go subscribe to my YouTube, man. BSO Home Elite, man. Straight up, brother. Hey, every day we working. Even when we sleeping, we working. You hear me? For real, man. And y'all tap in with my brothers that desire is energy, man. Only one way to go, and that's up from here, man.
Man, I can't forget, man. Shout out Dean's Houston, man. Y'all, man, they food is on fire, man. Y'all gotta come check them out, man. Y'all gotta come check them out, man. The barbecue, man. The Philly cheesesteaks, the wings, the pizza, man. They got everything, man. So we gonna end this out, man. Thank y'all for tuning in for the one time, for real.
For real, man.
Man, y'all done heard the bars. I almost got in there myself for a second. I said, nah, I ain't sure. I said, I ain't that stupid, though. You know what I'm saying? But
Nah, bro, never that, man.
But like I said, man, it's been a blessing. We had a real good conversation, real in depth. I want y'all to remember everything he said. Take it to heart, especially the young men. Take it to heart. If you know what I'm saying, you growing up, you see all these influences. You see from people that's already been through whatever y'all are going through or going to go through. Like, take it from him and others like him. Cherish your family. Cherish your parents. Cherish the people that are in your life that are showing that they care about you. That's the most important. So I want y'all.
You don't believe in nobody, man. Believe in yourself, man. Hey, one wrong don't make you wrong forever. Remember that. You hear me? Because I messed up once. But I gave back a lot, man. Promise you, man.
He said one wrong don't make you wrong forever. Ooh, that's hard. But all right, man. I want y'all to remember, desire is the fire that helps to inspire. So y'all tap in, reach out to us.
Yes, sir.